Hello and welcome, Lynx here. We are playing Secret Keys is Sweet and Tender, and apparently I heard a small noise coming from somewhere and I woke up. That's why we are starting the episode. What's the noise? If I remember correctly, last night I went to Emma's room and we slept in the same bed together. When I reached out with my hand, the dwarf on the other side of the bed had disappeared. Where is she? I got up in a hurry and noticed Emma wasn't in the room. I hurried out of the bed. Heading into the living room, I made out her figure in the kitchen.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo.
Ohayo, Emma-san.
Breakfast was ready and set out on the table. Toast and scrambled eggs. Actually, that's something I eat from time to time as well, to be fair. If I feel like making scrambled eggs. But with toast, yeah, it works good. And I don't mean like toast on one side, scrambled eggs on the other or whatever. Like drop the scrambled eggs onto the toast. Anyway, corn soup. What? Oh, even potato salad.
先生が買い出ししてくれた材料、ちょっと使わせてもらいました。
Oh, that's so nice of you.
それはいいの。っていうか、起こしてくれたらよかったのに。たまには時間いっぱい寝るのもありらしいので。
Like every day would be nice. As she told me the same thing I had said to her the day before, so I couldn't help but smile.
あ、そういえば。
Suddenly Emma looked at me and smiled.
どうしたの？新作のイラスト更新しました。
She mentioned it so nonchalantly that I paused absentmindedly for a moment. Heh? Illustration. Emma's.
え？あ、見ます。
I took out my smartphone and opened Zwita eagerly. As I said, a new illustration appeared on my timeline. A girl with a gentle face was reaching out towards the light. Her skirt was fluffy and looked perfect for dancing the waltz or something.
朝から幸せ。ありがとうございます。ちなみにそのイラストはコナミ先生をイメージしながら描きました。
Nani? Emma put down a mark in front of her as she said that unexpected thing.
本当ですよ。優しくて愛らしい先生を見ててピンときたので。恐れ多いです。
That's so nice. That must be so nice to hear. I couldn't take my eyes off the illustration. 4 minutes into the video, we are with the first typo. Maybe she got up early this morning and finished it. While looking at it now, the number of new comments and likes was steadily increasing. After all, Emma is amazing. Why double M suddenly? For a while I was looking at the girl on the screen. But I closed the app when Emma sat down.
もう見なくてもいいんですか？
I'd rather look at the author. And boom, smooth operator award. Emma tilted her neck and looked at me inquisitively. The brightness and coloring was beautiful. In particular, I really liked the delicate shadowing. I could look at it forever. Yes, I think if I were the old me, I would have eaten a completely cold breakfast while looking at the illustration until the last possible minute.
もちろん、素敵なイラストは後でまたじっくり見るよ。
Saying so, I put my phone down the table.
でも今からはエマさんと食事タイムだもの。せっかく作ってくれたんだから冷めないうちに食べたいな。
Jesus, is this monster not good? Or is this because I brushed teeth not so long ago? So I have something. Monster Nitro Cosmic Peach. Funny enough, I picked 2 peach energy drinks. Not looking at all at what they are, I'm like, I don't recognize those, I'll take those. And I'm like, not liking this one. Again, maybe it's because I brushed teeth not long ago, but yeah, anyway, back to the game. Emma laughed happily.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu! A few days later. Wait, what? A few days later? We have to end the episode then. We won for.
コナミ先生、そろそろ準備できましたか？
Ready for what? Oh! Okay. Emma, who had already changed her clothes, appeared suddenly. I looked up in a hurry.
ちょっと待ってね。あともう少しで終わるんだけど。
But what? A change of clothes, my makeup, bag, and toothbrush, and toothpaste. When I had packed various things in my suitcase, Emma slowly entered the room.
なんだかすごい荷物ですね。それに気合が入っているというか。
Prepared for what?
だってエマさんとの遠出だよ。
I remembered what Emma had proposed a while ago. Oh, I remember now. I remember too.
コナミ先生。
Yeah.
今度の休日行きたい場所があるんですけど。エマさんの行きたい場所ならどこにだって連れて行ってあげる。少し都心から離れたところに景色のいい場所があるんです。
Let's go.
せっかくですし一緒に出かけませんか？行き先とかは後でスマホに送りますから考えておいてくださいね。
Going somewhere far away with my darling Emma. When she sent me the plan she had made on her phone, I was really surprised, but I was really happy to know that Emma was thinking about things to do together. Seeing me excited with joy, Emma giggled.
あ、そうそう。バスに乗る前に雑貨屋にも寄るのを忘れないようにしましょう。
Immediately after deciding to go on this outing, Emma and I went to the shop to order something. To be honest, we were not sure if the shop would be able to prepare it in time, but Emma had gotten a call about it the previous evening.
っていうか、エマさんの準備はもう終わったの？はい、私は昨日のうちに済ませましたから。早い。っていうことは私待ちってこと？
Okay, I would like to say that's me preparing for trips, but not necessarily true. Then again, my last trips, 1, 2, 3 trips? Yeah, my last 3 trips were just work related. And I was literally preparing on the same day I was driving off. Or should I say driving out. Anyway.
コナミ先生は帰りが遅かったですし、仕方がないですよ。
As Emma said, the staff meeting went long the day before, and I got back later than usual. Since my training period was about to end, it seemed like I was in the home stretch. Am I the only one who is super curious what they are going to do the moment her training period ends? We'll find out, but I'm so shaky about that. When I mattered that Emma sighed a little.
コナミ先生、私先に戸締まりをしてきます。
Of course she would be, disappointed with that and so on.
ありがとう。まだ出発までは時間はありますから、慌てなくても大丈夫ですよ。
Saying so, Emma left the room. Remaining in the room, I double-checked my suitcase then... Where are we going that you need a suitcase, by the way? Then Fanny closed the zipper.
Ema さん、しっかりしてるな。
Oi, I mean, she's a university student, so... Last night we took a bath together and went to sleep at about the same time. When I woke up this morning, she had already both updated her Zwita and prepared breakfast. Until I came to the dormitory, Emma was eating calorie biscuits only for breakfast. Yeah. Recently we've been having a proper breakfast together every day. You know, I feel like I never have actually like a proper breakfast. Problematic, but well.
これは私のおかげかな。
Perhaps. Just kidding. I can be high a little on myself, can't I? I smiled with my cheeks loosened. Of course, it was not only Emma who had changed. I had also changed a lot. Above all, it was thanks to Emma that I was able to experience loving someone so deeply. I really like the feeling of being in love.
浸ってる場合じゃなかった。
I went to join Emma in the living room with my suitcase. Cute.
先生、こっちですよ。
Okay. Being pulled along by Emma, we came to the train station entrance. Like the day of our date, the area around the station was crowded. After stopping by the variety shop, Emma and I headed straight to the bus stop.
時間どうかな。まだ大丈夫だよね。少し待ってくださいね。確認します。
Saying so, Emma looked at the timetable printed on the bus stop sign.
ちょうど2分後にバスが来ますね。本当？よかった。ちょうどいい時間だったね。
Nice. Lately I've been thinking as well, and because I saw someone run to the bus as well. Back in middle school and high school, the amount of times I had to run to get on time to the bus or to the tram. Whoa. I probably had to run more often than not. We left the signpost and walked to the end of the line. Come to think of it, I haven't taken the bus since I came here for my teaching training. Nice. For me, I guess high school, yeah. I've been out with a friend since my date with Emma. I looked around. Even though it was a Saturday, there were only a few people waiting at the bus stop. Nice. Maybe that had something to do with our destination. Because the place where we were heading for...
あ、先生、バスが来ましたよ。
I looked up when Emma spoke. I saw a bus coming into the roundabout. We arrived at our destination. It was a chapel built by the sea. Why are we going to a chapel? We would have a wedding ceremony with just the two of us here. Wait, what? It was the plan that Emma had come up with. Huh? Both joy and nervousness. I felt like I was going to go crazy. Yeah, I feel like I'm going crazy. What are you talking about right now? What is going on? While thinking and overthinking about my emotions, I suddenly thought, what is Emma thinking about being here? I turned my gaze to Emma, who was by my side. What is going on? Chapel? Mary? What? Emma had become quiet since we got on the bus. But her face was a little red. That was proof that Emma was embarrassed. When I squeezed her hand firmly, she squeezed back.
Emma さん、そろそろ準備しよっか。はい。
What is going on? We had reserved it all to ourselves in advance, so we were then led to separate dressing rooms. But what? Where did that come from? After changing clothes, I opened the door into the chapel. Immediately I was struck by the beautiful sky blue color that came to the view. Because the chapel was right by the sea, what we saw through the windows was all blue. I felt as if I was surrounded by jewels, and without realizing it, I was mesmerized by my surroundings.
すごい
The sunshine coming in through the glass reflected off the shiny marble floor. Taking in the beautiful scenery, I was just standing in front of the door when my arm was suddenly grabbed from behind.
コナミ先生
Following her voice, I turned and saw Emma, who was standing there in her pure white wedding dress. I thought she was more beautiful than anyone, and my breath got caught in my throat.
エマさんすごく綺麗
After Emma looked at me shyly, she smiled softly.
ありがとうございますでもコナミ先生だってとても綺麗です
As a person being here in the back in the stands, I'm saying both of you are absolutely beautiful.
ありがとう
You're welcome. Probably not to me, but whatever. I was also wearing a wedding dress just like Emma. It was kind of embarrassing, but more than that, I felt happy.
先生行きましょう
We reached out for each other's hand at the same time. The chapel, with no attendees or priests except for Lynx, was very quiet. The only sound was that of our footsteps in the aisle. Eventually, when we stopped in front of the altar, Emma and I slowly turned to face each other.
ねエマさん
When I called her name, Emma shook her head a little.
エマって呼んでくださいあの日初めて私に思いを告げてくれた時のように
I remembered when we had told each other our feelings while enveloped in the light of the sunset. It was like we were in a trance. We kissed and called each other's names.
ダメですか
Being watched from beneath by Emma, I shook my head a little.
ダメじゃないよでもそれなら私のこともコナミって呼んであの時と同じようにはいコナミ
Emma! No, my love! Called me like that as if embraced.
エマ私ねあなたといると本当に幸せなの好きって気持ちがどんどん溢れちゃうはいコナミからはたくさんの気持ちをいただきました
Yeah. We picked up the rings on the altar and gently put them on each other's ring finger. They were a pair of matching rings we had picked out at our favorite variety store. Even our initials were engraved on the inside of the rings. That's nice. When I raised my left hand, I found the ring was shining in the downpour of light. Admiring the ring with fascination, Emma's face came into the view.
コナミあエマ
I closed my eyes.
コナミ
Emma's sweet and warm lips were lightly pressed against mine. I've kissed Emma many times, but it still made my heart pound every time. I mean, that's a great sign.
私からの好きな気持ちもたくさん受け取ってください
She whispered between kisses, her breath hot in my ear. My heart raced anew.
健やかな時もやめる時も嬉しい時も悲しい時もコナミ私はあなたをずっと愛し続けるって誓いますコナミエマ私もどんな時だって私はエマのことだけが好き、永遠の愛だって誓うから
I could see my bright red face reflected in Emma's big eyes. Of course, I knew that Emma's bright red face was also being reflected off my eyes.
Konami, 私だけの可愛い人、ずっと私のそばにいてくださいね。誓ったでしょ。私はエマだけのもの。でもエマも私だけのエマだから。
The moment I closed my eyes, again our lips touched. I wanted to stay like this forever. We were in a trance while kissing.
コナミ、愛してます。大好き。愛してる。
Whatever happens, I'm sure I'll be okay if Emma is with me. I imagine us walking together in the future in my mellow head. After a long kiss, I slowly opened my eyes. Almost at the same time, I noticed that Emma also opened her eyes.
コナミ、ちゃんと目を閉じてましたか？
We go with that again.
もちろん。だってキスをする時のマナーでしょ？
Yeah. We both laughed.
コナミ、私会えて本当に良かったです。あなたは私のすべてを捧げられる人ですから。
Feeling the gaze of her gentle eyes, I was filled with love.
私もこの学園に来てエマに会えて良かった。
Our secret relationship that started with a kiss after school. Sometimes it was fun, and sometimes I was a little sloppy, but
これからも私の隣で笑ってね、エマ。はい、コナミ。
and we kissed each other out of nowhere, as if it were congratulating Emma and I. The sparkling light gently poured down from the windows. What a lovely couple they are! Oh, that's the end. I really want to know what is going to happen afterwards. Would be nice to know that. I'm also curious about the people behind the voices. Let me quickly, so I don't lose their names. Nothing like taking a photograph of a screen, huh? Miyu Yuzuhara. Let's see. Miyu Yuzuhara. Wait, what? Dang. She's born in the year 2000. No, wait, is it 2000? It's 4 zeros, so I'm not sure. Oh, we don't know. Okay, got it. We don't know the year. Understandable, to be fair. Voice acting roles. So, of course, the freaking MAL is absolute garbage on the freaking on the phone. Is there no Viki article? That's sad. But we can look at VNDB apparently. Whoa, that seems like quite a few roles. 96 roles. Damn. That's a lot. I'll quickly glance if I see among... Oh, Evan Nickel. I do recognize this title. I do believe I have this also on GOG wishlist. Shining Song Star Nova. That's something I know as well. From my Steam wishlist for. Since I started dating with Emma, my daily life was really fulfilling. Yeah? Just waking up in the morning and saying good morning to Emma made me think I would do my best today. Yeah, it is like that. Even when I was tired at school and got home, all the tiredness disappeared when I saw Emma's face. Yeah, that happens when you have the one you basically love. I thought the existence of Emma was the source of my vigor in life. Yeah. Of course, I also love Emma's illustrations, because I always recharge by watching them. Even after I started dating with Emma, I was still a fan of Illustrator, Emma. Therefore, checking Rosetta was indispensable as before. Sometimes Emma said that she was astounded by my attitude that I didn't ask her about the progress of the illustrations. This and that had no connection.
今日はまだアップしないのかな?
With my smartphone in my hand, I went to see Emma's account over and over again. No new tweets yet. Shouldn't it be Zwits, given that it's Twitter? Anyway, at dinner she said, I'll finish the illustration tonight, so you're gonna love it.
根詰めてないといいな.
When Emma drew an illustration, there were times when she was extremely concentrated. In such case, she might be working until morning. But what should... me? If I could record all the time, that would be me. But what should she do next? She sneaked into my bed at midnight and lovey-dovey. Just kidding, just kidding.
エマさんのイラストは見たいよ。でも、あまり無理してほしくないな。
I'd been getting on my smartphone for a while, but I was still worried about her. Alright, let's see how it goes. I knocked lightly. As usual, there was no reply. I quietly opened the door.
お邪魔します。
お邪魔します。Emma wore headphones and continued to enthusiastically draw illustrations.
すごい。
Almost completed. I involuntarily rushed to Emma.
とても神々しい。女神だね。あ、コナミ。驚きました。
Are we still in the same place, by the way? Emma took off her headphones and casted a glance at me.
ごめんね。ノックをしたんだけど。
Putting my hands together and lowering my head, Emma shook her head a little.
いえ、こちらこそ遅くなってすみません。どうも効果が気に入らなくて、何度も考えてたんです。
Now that I think about it, if I had like a desk like this, so basically an L desk, I would put it the other way around. So basically no one can see the screens. I'm weird in that matter, okay? I don't like people peeking at the screen of mine. Not because I play something shady or watch something shady, I just don't like it, okay? Okay, I might be playing something shady sometimes. But it's not... whatever. Not like there is anyone to look, so yeah. I just don't like the idea. On the screen of the LCD tab, a cute girl with her flapping pure white wings was smiling. The background was a magnificent temple, and to the fine details such as the texture of the pillars and flowers, it was drawn up.
ねえ、エマ、一体この素敵イラストの何がいけないの？
ね。
コナミをイメージして描いたので、もっと可愛らしさを出したいんです。この子が私？はい、私から見たコナミです。本物の方がもっと可愛いですけど。
Being told nonchalantly my cheeks were going to get hot rapidly.
もう恥ずかしいよ。もう少しでアップしますから期待していてください。
Emma faced the tab again.
あのね、エマ、ここで待たせてもらってもいい？どうぞ、すぐに終わりますから。
I sat on Emma's bed and watched her gracefully fin back. Only the sound of Emma's work echoed in the quiet room. Perhaps I've got burned out from training. My eyelids were gradually falling. What should I do? Am I still working on drawing? I've become sleepy. I desperately told myself that I had woke up, but I couldn't stand sleepiness. Someone's waking up. It was kind of stuffy, and my consciousness gradually emerged. Something soft was pressed against my lips many times. I wondered what that was, but it felt very good. I could hear Emma's voice. Yeah. Chotto mate. No. We're listening to everything. I know. I felt a soft wave on my body. Listen, sometimes you have to leave two lovely girls to cuddle and smooch each other on their own. Let's not interrupt them, basically what I mean. That's why we kind of stopped. Anyway, today's HR... Please, don't shorten homeroom into HR. HR is literally the worst department in any company, by the way. Useless pricks. I was nervous at the beginning to do homeroom, but now I got completely used to it. Thinking like that, I was placing chalks on the blackboard for the next lesson. Then teaching mentor called me. Oh, Miss Izuho, may I ask you a favor again? It's perfect without explaining anymore. On days when there is a science class from the afternoon, they must be prepared. The preparation was one of my jobs. And... Then, is there anyone to help here? Saying so, she turned her gaze on Emma. She knows! Emma stood up without saying anything and she came to us. May I ask you, Miss Serizawa? Before I knew it, it became common for Emma to help me to prepare. She knows. The godmother of the two of you. Unlike the dormitory, there was almost no time to be with Emma at academy. That's why I was happy with any small opportunity. I gave her a pleasant smile. I'm telling you, she knows. The mentor knows everything. After lunch, Emma and I were preparing for class in the materials preparation room. Immediately I stood in front of the cupboard and took out the experimental equipment I was looking for. Is there something, we are supposed to wait for? Emma politely put what she received from me in a cardboard box. Silence continued for a while. While handing over the equipment to Emma, I cautiously looked at how she was. Emma was working silently, but she immediately noticed my gaze and raised her face from the box at the hand.
静かだなって思って。
It's fine.
そうですか？そうだよ。だってせっかくの。
Just when I thought we were alone. Saying so, I mumbled unconsciously.
もう私ってば気が緩みすぎ。
I turned my gaze towards the cupboard so as to deceive and took out the new materials. Towards me, Emma wonderingly looked, tilting her head.
早く終わらせましょう。
Our work continued without conversation. I mean, since we're all alone, might as well. Emma is not happy, is she? I thought about that while glancing at her. Hugs and kisses. I wish we could have a sweeter atmosphere.
こんなところで何期待しちゃってるの？私。
Perhaps because I started dating with Emma and our skinship increased. I shook my head for as if to shake off my anxieties. Emma, who noticed it, sighed as if she was amazed.
コナミ、ちゃんと手を動かしてくださいね。本当に時間がなくなってしまいますよ。そうだよね。
It's embarrassing.
よいしょっと。これでラストだよ、エマ。はい、ありがとうございます。
I handed over the last material taken out of the cupboard to Emma and slowly got off the stepladder. Emma closed the cardboard box and suddenly checked her watch.
よかった。まだ時間はたっぷりありますね。間に合ってよか。
Uh-oh. Suddenly I was hugged by Emma from the front and unintentionally... This is the second time you wrote unintentionally incorrectly. I made a small scream.
どうしたの？コナミが手を止めるから時間が足りなくなると思いました。時間って
What is time?
恋人の時間です。
Emma kissed my cheek and tried to take off my suit jacket with dexterity. Oi!
ねえ、エマ？チラチラ見てるから期待しているのかと思って。
Perhaps.
気づいてたの？あんなに見られたら気づきますよ。
Observational skills. Perfect.
それよりもどうしますか？
Just smooch a little bit. Just a little bit of kissing in the storeroom. I mean, Emma opened the window wide to let the moist air escape. You know, from kissing it can happen. A breeze entered the room and gently stroked my hot, blazing skin. I mean, kissing can be embarrassing. Emma turned around and she looked into my face.
コナミ、大丈夫ですか？平気。
My body and heart were melting out because of Emma's naughty things. I mean, I guess you can consider kissing that. In the meantime, Emma quickly arranged my clothes. You know, a little bit of wrinkles from cuddling. I mean...
ごめんなさい。コナミが可愛くてついやりすぎてしまいました。
Emma's hand reached for me and gently combed my hair.
いいの。すごく気持ちよかった。嬉しいです、コナミ。立てますか？
Emma extended her hand to take care of me. With her help from her, I stood up slowly. There was only a little lingering afterglow of the pleasure, but I could see that the power returned to my body little by little.
ねえ、エマ。はい。今日の授業が終わって部屋に戻ったら。
I'll have my revenge. When I entwined my finger in Emma's hand, I drew her tightly. Emma seemed to be surprised at the sudden thing.
私にもエマのこと愛させてね。
When I whispered in her ear, Emma, who was able to afford it just a while ago, blushed her face at once.
はい。お手柔らかに。
Looking at Emma, who laughed shyly, I couldn't help smiling myself. Huh. I guess they will kiss a lot again. Having finished writing the training diary. What's that? Is it like a report of yours? From the internship? I searched that aloud. All I have to do was taking a bath with Emma and going to bed. After saving the completed data, I turned off the power of my personal computer. After dinner, Emma just returned to her room to finish her task. If she would take a bath, she said she would call me, but it didn't look like she would come to call me anytime soon. Maybe she might be sleeping. Shall I go wait and see? I feel like the wait is not needed in that sentence, but... I stood up and left the room. The wait was definitely not needed in that sentence. Stood in front of Emma's room and knocked on the door as usual.
Emma?
No, we are finishing the sentences.
Emma? 開けてもいい? はい、どうぞ.
Hearing a voice from inside her room, I was relieved that Emma was awake.
失礼します.
I opened the door of the room and showed my face. Emma, who was sitting at the desk, looked back.
課題の方、どう? 進んでる?
To that word, Emma made a small voice.
すみません、コナミ。お風呂ですよね。課題はだいぶ前に終わったんです。その後、ちょっと考え事をしてて。
I feel like she would be thinking about, you know, Konami's internship coming to an end and so on. I would not be surprised about that. But also there is something else that's been on my mind that Emma doesn't know about. Konami probably doesn't realize as well. But yeah, it's regarding Konami's senior teacher she's under? Something like that. That's what she said in one of the episodes. You know, regarding Konami's future. So who knows what might happen? Anyway.
考え事? どうしたの? 何か困ったことがあるの? いえ、そういうわけではありません。
I know.
そっか。それならいいんだけど。
But yeah, it's definitely... If I were to place my €5 bet, I would bet that Emma is thinking basically, what are we gonna do after Konami's internship comes to an end, right? Yeah, anyway. Saying so, I waited and saw Emma. Somehow she seemed a little down. So I approached Emma and gently stroked her hair.
ねえ、エマ。そろそろお風呂に入ろうと思うんだけど。
Kidnap her to the bathroom.
一緒にどうかな? Emma?
When I looked into her face, Emma raised her face with surprise.
はい、そうですね。では、後から行きますから、コナミは先に入っててくれますか? お、わかった。じゃあ、また後でね。
Rejected. Like, while soaking in the bathtub, I thought about Emma.
Emma, 大丈夫かな?
A good question. It seemed that the tub was open, but she didn't draw any illustration. She was saying that she was thinking about something.
気になるな.
There was a small noise at the dressing room. Realizing that I might come, I naturally turned my gaze towards the door.
すみません、コナミ。遅くなりました。
Saying so, Emma headed to the washroom and twisted the shower. Quack? Is that what it's called? I glanced at Emma. After all, Emma looked down I worried about Emma, so unintentionally I stared at her. She picked up sponge and was whisking the body soap. Immediately a gentle scent spread in the bathroom. Bubbles! Bubbles everywhere! Suddenly our eyes met perfectly through the mirror.
Konami? そんなに見つめてどうかしました?
I realized that I'd been watching Emma for quite some time. Then I just laughed embarrassingly.
ごめんね、エマ。でも私、エマのことが気になっちゃって。気になるって何がですか? 何か良くないことがあったんでしょ? それでずっと考えてて。
What? What is that sentence?
どうしてそう思うんですか? そんなの顔を見ればわかるよ。エマのことなら私すぐに気づくもん。でもエマが言いたくないなら言わなくていいからね。
Emma stopped the shower and came to me.
ごめんなさい、コナミ。こんなことを言うとコナミを困らせてしまうって分かってるんですが。
Go on, go on, go on. Emma turned her eyes down when she said so. I looked into Emma's face.
ね、聞かせて、エマ。でも。
Go on.
私たち恋人でしょ?
When I kissed her forehead lightly, Emma looked up at me timidly.
もうすぐ
I knew it. Give me my $5 or €5.
そう思うとやっぱり寂しくて不安なんです。
Being muttered with a small voice, my chest was tightened strongly. As the number of days left decreased, Emma had been thinking about that. Of course I had the same. But now I want to heal the loneliness of Emma.
ね、エマ。
And that's why more bubbles have been dropped in our bathtub. I spoke gently to Emma.
確かに実習が終わったらこの寮は出ていかなくちゃならないし、一緒にいる時間は減るけど、でもエマへの気持ちは変わらないよ。っていうか、どんどん燃えてる感じ。
Yeah.
コナミ、エマが望むなら毎日だって会いに来るよ。声だって毎日聞かせてあげる。なんて、私が毎日エマに会いたくて、毎日エマの声が聞きたいだけなんだけどね。
Absolutely makes sense. As I told her shyly, Emma smiled bashfully.
私だって同じです。
I just realized, given the fact that I do not read their own sentences, I will actually have to put the subtitles myself. Oh, what have I done?
離れたからといって
I kinda avoided that in the first episode, but now it's... Yeah. Yikes. In response to the passionate reply, I involuntarily loosened my lips.
ありがとう、エマ。
I wonder if I could trick it.
もちろん、エマが不安になるのもわかるよ。はい。
The normally dignified eyes of Emma were swaying helplessly. I felt her so adorable that I kissed her softly.
コナミ、エマ、私がエマの不安を取り除いてあげる。
That's a good text.
コナミ。
I gently hugged Konami's thin shoulders. Konami? I think you mean Emma's, but
エマが思っている以上に
definitely Emma's.
私はエマのことが大好きなの。
Yeah.
エマのいない日常なんてもう考えられないもの。
Yeah.
はい、 私もです、コナミ。あなたに必要とされることがどんなに嬉しくて幸せなことなのか。
Saying so, Emma slowly approached her face to me.
コナミだけが好き。
What a wonderful thing to hear, for sure. Like being drawn to each other's lips, we put our lips on top of each other.
エマ。コナミ。
Emma's soft lips were a little hot, and every time she stuck them, my lips got hot. Her white cheeks were also flushed. Maybe she had gotten dizzy. You know, I mean, maybe we kept the temperature of the water too high. It can happen. I was worried and talked to Emma.
大丈夫？エマ。どこか辛くない？
Then Emma slowly looked up at me.
大丈夫ですよ。でも私ばかり気持ちよくなってちょっとだけ悔しいです。
What are you talking about? You both kissed. You both felt good with the kissing. Come on, girl. Emma murmured as if she was still silent.
そんなことないよ。エマのことを見てドキドキしたから。
What are you talking about? You closed your eyes when you were kissing.
コナミ、この後は私にもさせてくれませんか？
Yes, you can take the lead in the cuddling session.
コナミがしてくれたようにたくさん感じさせてみせます。もうエマってば。
I hugged Emma and kissed her many times. Again.
いいよ。私ももっとエマと感じ合いたいから。
As I laughed and said so, Emma shyly loosened her cheeks. After 3 weeks of training, I'm going to leave this dormitory tomorrow morning. But as I had been busy every day recently, I hadn't been able to pack at all. Holding my head that it wouldn't end even at night, Emma came to see the situation during drawing the illustration. Emma glanced at the room. Well, I didn't mean to clean the space, but...
Konami, 手伝いましょうか?
Give me a second. I mean, for you it will be a quick cut in the video, but I actually need to check on something important now. And... well, I'm back. Konami, would you like to help? I feel like the sentence should be Konami, would you like me to help you? But well, I was absolutely correct, by the way. So we started packing me together. While checking the documents I'll bring, Emma folded my clothes neatly and packed them in suitcases. Whoa. Whew. That was weird. While checking the documents I'll bring, Emma folded my clothes neatly and packed them in suitcases in order.
Konami, この辺りの服はもうしまっても大丈夫ですか？明日着る服は。あ、それはこっちに別で用意してあるから、他の服は全部しまっても大丈夫。わかりました。わ
かりました。Emma nodded and continued packing quickly. For the past 3 weeks, I had a lot of contact with Emma and had a happy time. Very happy time. However, the position of Emma's homeroom teacher and cohabitant is over today. Feeling a bit lonely, I gently stared at Emma sitting near me. Emma was astonishing, as usual.
これからしばらく会えなくなるけど、 エマはどう思ってるのかな。
I'm so close now, but it won't be the same from tomorrow. Luggage was gradually sucked in the suitcase and the room was cleared up, and I realized that my life at the school would be really over.
エマと離れたくないな。
Yeah. I want to stay by her side all the time and see Emma's profile. I want to laugh together. For we vowed to be together all the time, but I don't want to leave Emma. When I was thinking about that, my finger, which was checking the education training report to be submitted, stopped.
ずっとこの時間が続けばいいのに。荷造りなんて終わらなければいい。
However, contrary to me, who tended to stop to do it, Emma silently packed my luggage. After all, it didn't take that long to finish the packing.
コナミ、終わりました。これで全部ですか？あとは歯ブラシとかタオルだけだから、明日起きてから入れればいいし。
Yeah. Think so, I looked around the room just in case. The room was clean and tidy, and everything was in almost the same condition as when I first came to this room. Even after I spent 3 weeks here, I could hardly find the guest signs anymore.
この部屋ともお別れか。
I had to say goodbye to this room where there were full of memories with Emma. Thinking like that, I felt like my chest being squeezed tightly.
コナミ？
When I noticed Emma was looking into my face, I just waved my hands to make light of that.
なんでもないの。
Yeah, right.
こんな遅い時間まで手伝ってもらってごめんね。おかげで助かった。イラストも進んでなかったですし、ちょうど気分転換がしたかったから問題ありません。そうだったんだ。新作楽しみだな。完成したらすぐ見に行くね。最初に見せますね。わあ、楽しみに待ってるね。
Emma smiled and nodded, and she tried to leave the room. Tried? But when I looked at her back, my will has grown stronger to hold her back. I want to be with Emma more. I want to talk as much as possible. But even for Emma, as usual, I was the only one who got upset.
では、おやすみなさい。おやすみ。
It's time for you to become the hunter. After all I saw of Emma going out, waving my hand. After the door closed with a bang, I fell onto the bed.
私ったらダメだな。
I always thought about various things over and over, and couldn't say anything important. However, if you would get separated as it was, when I was rolling around bed, my unpleasant imagination grew and more. Suddenly the door opened again and Emma came in.
どうしたの？忘れ物？
As I jumped in a hurry, I met the face of Emma who was smiling at me.
さっきは言い忘れました。寝る準備ができた頃に来ますね。
Involuntarily, I gaped in astonishment. Emma tilted her head and folded her arms with wondering look.
恋人と一旦離れることになる夜なのに、コナミは一人で寝る気だったんですか？まあ、コナミが一人がいいって言うなら別にいいんですけど。そんなつもりじゃ。
When I hastened to deny, Emma snickered. Apparently, she made a fun of me.
そういうことです。 じゃあまた後で来ますから。
Oh snap. I guess they've officially announced our Latino. Damn. Anyway. Emma slammed the door and went out. Left alone in the room, I put my hand on my completely hot cheek, just kept sitting on the bed. A while ago, she didn't show such a pretense at all.
やっぱりエマだって寂しいと思ってくれてたんだ。
Yeah, I think she did say that. This feeling of warming in my chest and throbbing. This soft feeling I had just before I had recon somewhere. Oh boy, here we go again. When I got ready to go to bed and went to bed. Why is the translation so bad at the very end of the game? I heard a knock on the door.
コナミ、入りますね。どうぞ。
どうぞ. After she entered the room, she came straight to the bed where I was sleeping. And then she slipped into right next to me.
一緒に寝られるのも今日で最後だと思うと我慢したくなかったので。
Makes sense.
コナミと一緒に寝たくて来ました。
Emma was slightly blushing her face while touching me with her bare feet in the futon. We know what a futon is. Emma, who told her feelings straight, was so cute and adorable that I just stared at her. And naturally, from my lips, honest feelings came out.
私もエマと話したかったんだ。だから来てくれて嬉しい。
We looked back on what happened in the last 3 weeks after we met. What we were surprised, what we felt happy and sad. I realized once again that the academy and this dormitory were so full of memories.
コナミが学園に来てからいろんなことがありました。でもコナミがいてくれるのは今日までなんですね。そうだね。
There was a note of sadness in Emma's voice. We seemed like lovers who could never meet again.
でも私たちの未来はここで終わりじゃないよ。
That's right. I clasped Emma's hand and told my plan, which I'd been secretly thinking about since some time ago.
ねえ、エマが良かったらなんだけど、お互いに自立したらね、二人で暮らすっていうのはどうかな。
Yeah.
今は一旦離れる時なんだと思うけど、夢に向かってお互いできることを頑張ろう。それで二人で夢を叶えて一緒に住むの。そしたら今度はもう二度と離れない。
You can do it, girls.
ごめんね。いきなりこんなこと話すのちょっと重すぎたかな。
After seeing that, I knew that I was doing something like a proposal and my cheeks got hot. But Emma clasped my hand tightly and shook her head.
いいえ、重すぎるなんてことはありません。
Let's go.
私だってコナミのこと同じくらい思っていますから。
Looking at the appearance of Emma staring at my eyes, I was overfilled with joy. I felt that our feelings were even more strongly connected. We were able to pour our heart out once again each other, so I would fall asleep with happiness tonight. But there's no buts. They will be happily sleep together. After cuddling and kissing a little bit, but that's it. Suddenly my hand traced my skin over the pajamas. They are going to be cuddling. While not being very wary of anything, I was suddenly touched on a sensitive part.
可愛い声です。だっていきなりだから。ごめんなさい。でももっと思い出が欲しいんです。会いたくても会えないとき、今夜のことを思い出して我慢できるように、コナミともっ と愛し合いたい。
Emma's request was thought with a serious expression on her face. It was impossible for me to turn it down.
そうだね。私もエマをいっぱい感じたい。
Lots of cuddling. Emma happily crouched her face in my chest. I gently hugged her. Just modest touches, so basically cuddling each other continued until dawn. Maybe a few kisses here and there. When I was dozing off while hugging each other, it seemed that I had fallen asleep before I knew it. Probably because I was happy and tired. By being shaken gently, I woke up.
コナミ、そろそろ時間ですよ。あ、そう。
When I opened my eyes and checked the clock, it was 1 hour before the appointment time to leave the dormitory.
うわー、まずい。大きな荷物は先に玄関に運んであげますから、慌てずに着替えてください。あと、可愛らしい寝癖を直すのも忘れずに。え？髪跳ねてる？こんな日に限って。
I jumped out of bed and picked up a hair mist and a hair straightener that I hadn't put in the luggage bag yet, just in case in addition to the morning face wash set.
ごめんね。じゃあ荷物はお願いします。急いで支度してくる。
After saying a hasty thanks, I hurriedly ran towards the washroom. From behind, I heard Emma's happy laughter. I got somehow ready to go out and was in time for the scheduled departure time. Emma handed the luggage back to me when I put on my shoes at the entrance.
コナミ、走って転んだりしないように気をつけてください。大丈夫。エマも遅刻しないようにね。
大丈夫! 5 steps later.
分かってます。
No, she's not like... lucky enough, she's not that kind of character. We looked at each other and laughed. That's strange. We're supposed to say goodbye, but I didn't feel lonely anymore. Because we just started for a new future!
じゃあ、エマ、行ってきます。
With all my heart, I greeted my dear partner. Emma laughed happily and nodded. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I bet it's obviously like the crappy Western world right now. It ruined the world partner for me. Not gonna lie. Just say girlfriend for heaven's sake. Anyway.
いってらっしゃい、コナミ。
Or my love, yeah, that's also good. But the world partner is ruined. Totally ruined. Anyway. And?
秘密のキスは甘く優しく。
That's it? Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting some information what would happen next and so on. But okay. No, yeah. I was expecting something like that. But maybe I was expecting too much. Anyway, that was Secret Kiss is Sweet and Tender. Absolutely lovely story. I feel like the translation at the very end, I mean, there were some typos and so on, obviously, but the translation at the very end kind of fell apart in a lot of sentences. Then again, it can happen, I guess. It can happen. I believe that the company that's releasing this, and that is not exactly a developer, but what's the word? Publisher. The publisher is also from Japan. So who knows? Then again, I also don't know how exactly they translate. But I would kind of, in a way, assume it might be basically use the software to translate and then check it out a little bit. And again, you might know, you might not know. I did like the translating thing for 4 months, so in a way I'm a little bit oriented in how this works and so on. Or more like how it used to work, maybe. It is a bit different now Maybe it is a bit different now. I mean, it will definitely become more and more automated, but... which sucks. But yeah. Konami, Ema, Konami. To be fair, both of them absolute cuties. Super attractive girls. Super attractive woman. Teacher and university student. University student and teacher. Technically, Konami is not yet the teacher, right? I mean, she was on an internship. Unless it is internship after she's already done with her university. Yeah, whatever. Let's say the teacher, yeah. I mean, to be quite fair, I think we can safely assume what's going to, in a way, happen next, right? Konami, if she's still at university, finishes this, gets a job at teaching. And when it comes to Ema, well, she finishes her university. Who knows, maybe she will continue as an artist, right? Maybe she will also find something else and the artistic part will be like a hobby in a way. You can never predict that. There are a few options, obviously, but yeah. What we can safely assume is they will be together. And that's the most important part. A very happy couple of girls. Very happy couple. 2 girlfriends to each other. Lovely. Anywho, lovely story overall. Lovely game. I mean, what else really is there to watch? Not much. It's a lovely game. I enjoyed it a lot. Hope you did too. If you did, consider liking the video, of course. If you're new around, subscribe, because we are playing games, a lot of them. What a reason! Right now we are playing a lot of games. There will be more games. Yeah. So, stick around. Maybe you will find something you've not seen before, which is quite possible, to be fair. Given the dives into itch.io, for example. I do want to put more Steam games for. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's about it. Anywho, feel free to join me in the next game as well. Alright, I'm out. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.